Okay, so hi, hello. My name is Juan, and I wanted to make this video because I have had such a good um, chance to consider this option of communicating maybe where I stand myself in this, what we call it, life. Um, and I am a very deep person as for like considering, yes, that's Beyonce, go Queen. Um, and I consider myself as someone who really cares and it's curious to understand what this really is that we call life. And so I wanted to talk about some of the things I have learned so far. All right, so what I was trying to say, it's that it's interesting as time goes on in my 30s that I feel so more appealed and curious to want to understand really what's happening. And I think that in my 30s, I am curious about creating peace as per my day to day and being okay with my day to day. I'm saying that it all feels like an experiment for me in a space where I feel that different scenarios and experiences that I've been with different type of group people do not come from the same background or maybe experience similarities, but uniquely I am myself. And I think that it's wonderful when you get a chance to maybe embrace um embrace the idea of sharing it here with you guys and hopefully to not feel like you're alone. um and I think that it's a this is a part of an experiment, right, to see how things flow or grow or develops. um and as I was writing my journal, um, I spoke to a friend, and having that exchange of conversations and understanding and what it meant to us was so. I feel so understood, that you're not the only one who's struggling with life lessons or what society has told us that it's the right and correct things of what is to do and not to do, and how separated it can be. Um, And I can definitely say that part of that conversation also implied about, not implied, but really spoke about my root of things, being a chubby kid and kind of like want to feel like I can fit in. I can be part of the space, the group, the conversation, X, Y, and Z, to kind of find togetherness. And I felt that through times when you become an adult and you don't have X, Y, and Z to facilitate the possibility to give you a chance to conversation or space, then you feel less. And that is an icky feeling to feel. And I think that what really has made me feel understanding about those moments and people, it's really having those honest conversations with myself and asking myself, where am I? What do I want? Who do I want that I can be myself? Because at times I find other people are in their own experience, and maybe not. What I'm receiving is a superficial narrative that maybe they are currently in. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're really honest, and maybe that is what they're giving me. But I find myself that within the people that I have connected with has allowed me to really feel comfortable being who I am and really utilize my power of caring for my community the best way that I can for myself. And so at 30, I find myself kind of still figuring it out. Even if I have travel, even if I have eat good food, even if I work really hard, even if I lost, gain weight, even if I meet art pieces or not art pieces, maybe if I read book, maybe if I went to college. All these categories have building up to allow me to have a space in what could be to connect with other people. And I think that it's an experiment. It's an experiment when it works, and you have connections that really makes you feel seen. And it's an experiment when they make you seen and then they don't. You're like, oh wait, this is not who I want to be involved. And I say that as you continue to maneuver these experiments through life, give yourself that understanding that an experiment will have bad results and good results. And I think that I continue to really appreciate my family at 30. Because friends will come and go. And relationships, especially in the gay community. Oof. Um, and so I hope that you just know that I'm doing my best and figuring out what it's real to me and allowing me to fail in my experiments so then I can get back up and be a bad bitch. Okay, bye.